On behalf of Islamia College, Autonomous Wanembody, I welcome all the NET aspirant for this national level online coaching class for UGC NET. Here I am going to discuss the topic about the marketing management in commerce. So it come under the unit 8. So first we discuss what are the various topics will be there. So marketing, concept and approaches, marketing channels, marketing mix, strategic marketing planning, market segmentation, targeting and positioning. Then the next is the product decision, concept, product line, product mix decision, product life cycle, new product development. Pricing decisions, factors affecting pricing determination, pricing policies and strategies. Promotion decision, role of promotion in marketing, promotion methods, advertising, personal selling, publicity, sales promotion, tools and techniques, promotion mix. Then distribution decisions, channels of distribution, channel management, consumer behavior, consumer buying process, factors influencing consumer buying decisions, service marketing, trends in marketing, social marketing, online marketing, green marketing, direct marketing, rural marketing, customer relationship management, logistic management. So first we should be discuss about that what is mean by market. Market is derived from the Latin word marketus, which means merchandise or trade or a place where business is conducted. A place where a buyer and seller will meet is called as the market. So when we come to the marketing, all human activities in relation to the market, product planning, development, buying, assembling, pricing, distribution, selling, branding, packaging, standardization, grading, transportation, warehousing, promotion, advertising, financing, risk bearing and consumer behavior. So let's move on to some of the definition of marketing. According to Pyle, marketing comprises both buying and selling activities. According to Paul Moser, marketing is the delivery of a standard of living. According to William J. Stanton, marketing is a total system of interacting business activities designed to plan, price, promote and distribute want, satisfying products and services to present and potential customers. So let's discuss about that what are the various concepts of marketing. So the marketing concept will be divided into the 4 stages. So first stage is the production oriented stage, second stage sales oriented stage, third stage customer oriented stage, fourth stage social oriented stage. Let's discuss about the first stage. So first stage production oriented stage. It is from the 1900 to 1930. Main focus on increasing the production, not the selling. Manufacturers and concentrating on production. Here their assumption is anything which produced can be sold. The second stage is from 1930 to 1950. In this stage, the focus is on how to sell the product instead on productions. Producing good quality product that can be sold. Convincing buyers through good selling techniques. Third stage is from 1950 to 1990. Not production, nor selling technique. Here the main focus on the need of the customer. Only desired product can be produced. Here customer is more important than the production. Here customer is treated as king. Fourth stage is from 1990 at present. Here customer satisfaction and social welfare is important. Focus on welfare of the society, not only on profits. So let's discuss about some of the concept of marketing. Production concept. It is one of the oldest concept in marketing activities. According to Philip Kotler, this concept holds that consumer will favor those products that are widely available and low in cost. Product concept. Regarding this concept, it holds that consumer favor those products that offer good quality, performance and good features. Selling concept. This concept is based on aggressive selling. Companies concentrate on selling. Product does not sell itself. It is to be sold is the main assumption in the selling concept. Marketing concept. Under this concept, it determines the needs and wants of target market. Customers remain focused in this concept. Societal marketing concept. Satisfaction of customers and delivering the product more effectively is the main focus in this particular concept. And next we should move on the other new concepts. Relationship concept, customer relationship concepts. Building a long-term relationship with the customer is important one for the organization. Mass marketing concept. Focus on mass production, applying mass advertising, mass promotion technique to sell their products to mass people. Niche marketing concept. Marketers are specialized in a particular segment, so focus on improvement, innovation in that particular segment only. The next is strategic marketing concept. Marketers are effectively utilizing the resources available within their organization to achieve organization goals. Demarketing concept. Here, irregular demand of a product. The demand is more than supply. The next is the remarketing concept. It is the opposite of the above. Here, supply is more than the demand. The demand for the particular product is declining in the market. So, next important topic in marketing is marketing mix. Here I quoted two names. One is Niall H. Borden and McCarthy. So when we come to the marketing mix, it is coined by Niall H. Borden, and the marketing mix 4 P's will be coined by McCarthy. Most of the time students are confused, so they should be check the questions. Either it will be given that who coined marketing mix, it is Niall H. Borden. Who coined marketing mix 4 P's, it is coined by McCarthy. So 4 P's of marketing: product, price, promotion, placement. Then additional 3 P's is added: people, process, physical evidence. So it said that for service marketing, the additional 3 P's is also important one. So let's discuss briefly the 4 P's of marketing. One is the product. So what is product? A product is any goods or service that consumers want. It is a bundle of utilities. It may be tangible or intangible attributes. Product component of the marketing mix involve planning, developing and producing the right type of product and services. It includes branding, right packaging, appropriate color and other product features. In short, product mix requires size and weight of the product, quality of the product, design of the product, volume of the product, brand name, packaging, product range, product testing, warranties, and after sales services. The second P is price. Price is an important factor affecting the success of a firm. It is an important element in the marketing mix. In practice, Pricing is very difficult to fix the right price. A lot of exercise and innovation is required to determine the price that will enable the firm to sell its product successfully. Demand, cost, competition, government regulations are the vital factors that must be taken into consideration while fixing the price. The next P is promotion. Here, bringing product to the knowledge of customer and persuading them to buy. It is the function of informing and influencing the customers. Combination of two or more methods in a single promotional campaign require an effective blending of promotion. The next is placement. It is also called as the distribution channel. It is concerned with decision relating to the wholesale and retail outlet or channel of distribution. The object of selecting and managing right channel is to provide the products to the right customer at the right time and place on a continuing basis. So the next topic is the market segmentation. Here market segmentation is dividing the total heterogeneous market into various sub-market. Like take the example of shoe company. Shoe company produce some shoes for school childrens, then some shoes for college students, then some shoes for sports personality, and some shoes for executive only. So what is the benefit of segmentation? So first is find out potentiality of the product. Second is knowing the different class of customer for the product. What type of customers will be there. Then knowing the demand of the product in the market. Then next is deciding the promotion techniques needed. What are the various techniques will be required. Promotion techniques will be required. Selling techniques will be required to sell the product to the respective customers. Then implementing changes in the market. Then knowing the time to introduce new product in the segmentation. And come to the types of segmentation. First is the geographical segmentation. Here subdividing the market into areas like region, state, district, etc. Then demographic segmentation. Consumers are grouped in homogeneous group like based on age, based on gender, based on education, based on income level, etc. Then socio-economic segmentation. Here consumers are divided into social class like working class, middle income group, high income group, etc. Then product segmentation. Here products are classified as prestigious product, hygiene product, status product, anxiety product, etc. Take for example life insurance policy. It is anxiety product. Then benefit segmentation. Here product is analyzed on the basis of the benefits get by their customers, like examples biscuits based on the flavor liked by customers, shampoo based on caring for shiny hair, thickening hair, etc. Then volume segmentation. Here the customer or consumers will be divided based on the purchases, bulk purchases, medium purchases, and some will be purchases on unit basis. The next is the marketing factor segmentation. Here market analyzed their products on the basis of response collected from their buyers based on the price, quality, advertising, promotion, etc. So let's go to the question and answer session. So the question number 1. Modern market gives importance to option A, production, option B, sales, option C, customer, option D, all of the above. Modern market give importance. So it is option C, customer. Question number 2. Which of the following coined the term 4Ps? Option A, Philip Kotler, option B, Niall Hedge-Warden, option C, McCarthy, option D, James Colleton. 4Ps coined by whom? It is option C, McCarthy. Question number 3. Under which concept of marketing customer remains focused? Option A, marketing concept, option B, production concept, option C, product concepts, option D, selling concept. So concept of marketing customer remain focused. It is option A, marketing concept. Then go to the question number 4. Segmentation based on climate conditions and region are. Option A, demographic segmentation, option B, cultural segmentation, option C, geographical segmentation, option D, product. So the answer is geographical segmentation, option C. Question number 5. Superior products sell themselves is an assumption of which concept? A, production concept, B, marketing concept, C, societal concept, D, product concept. Superior products sell themselves. That is important, will be given on product. So that means it is option D, product concept. Then question number 6. Segmentation is important because its assumption on customer is option A, the same, option B, do not differ, option C, homogeneous, option D, heterogeneous. So customer are numerous. That's why segmentation is applied. So the answer is option D, heterogeneous. Question number 7. What is mass marketing? Option A, offering the same products and marketing mix to all consumers. Option B, offering variety of products to the entire market. Option C, offering differentiated products to all customers. Option D, following concentrated marketing strategy. Here the answer is option A, offering the same products and marketing mix to all consumers. Question number 8. Non-store marketing includes home selling, option A, B, vending machines, C, door delivery, D, all of the above. The answer is D, all of the above. Question number 9. The first commandment in marketing is option A, know the customer, option B, know the market, option C, know the product, option D, know the price. The answer is option C, know the product. Without knowing the product, they cannot sell the product in the market. The next question is, which one is an essence of marketing? A, research, B, consumer focus, C, demand, D, all of the above. Here the marketing mind focuses on consumer. So let's discuss the first P in marketing mix is product. So what are the topic we are going to cover under this? Meaning of product, feature of product, classification of product, product mix, product item, product line, product modification, product elimination, product life cycle, branding. What is product? Everything the buyer get in exchange of money. Other meaning is that consists acquiring raw materials put together and make an end result. In economic point of view, it is bundle of utilities. And in the consumer point of view, it is satisfaction after purchase. So features of product. Product may be tangible or intangible. Those product which we can see, which we can touch, which we can feel will become under the tangible product. For example, all the fast moving consumer goods are durable goods. Then intangibility. Those product which we cannot see, which we cannot touch, which we cannot feel. We avoid the services like insurance company services, banking services, etc. And the third is exchange value. That means it is based on consideration. Giving the money, we are buying the product or we are availing the services. The next is the consumer satisfactions. So these are all things will be important regarding the product. So come to the classification of product. The product will be classified into two parts, two groups. One is industrial goods, one is consumer goods. And the consumer goods will be subdivided into three: convenience goods, shopping goods, and the specialty goods. So what is industrial goods? Goods which are used for further production. Examples: capital goods, raw materials, components, parts, etc. So that means the product is not finished yet. It is in the semi-finishing stage. Then come to the consumer goods. Goods are meant for final consumption. So under that, convenience goods, product which consumers buy frequently, immediately, and within minimum shopping efforts. Examples: fast moving consumer goods or durable goods. Then come to the shopping goods. Goods purchased by the customers only after careful comparison. They compare quality, they compare price, they compare other features of the particular product. The next is the specialty goods. Goods which are unique, brand identification. Examples: fancy products and special food items, etc. The next come to the product mix. All product line and items that a seller offer for sale. So here, dimension, breadth, depth. The dimension of the product mix is breadth, depth, and consistency. So what is breadth? It measured by the number of varieties of products manufactured by a single manufacturer. For example, LG company produce a variety of electrical appliances such as washing machine, refrigerator, grill, micro oven, etc. Then depth, assortment of size, color and models offered within each product line. Examples are Samsung mobiles selling various models of handset. Then come to the consistency, close relationship of various product line. For example, Bajaj Electrical produces goods under the same streamline as electrical appliances. So let's discuss that. What is product item? A specific version of a product that has a separate designation in the seller list. It is a specific model, brand of a product a company sell. Then product line, products that are closely related. Any change in product line or item change the planning of product mix also. Then product modification, existing products are modified to suit the needs of the customers. Product will be modified. Then product elimination, product which cannot be modified or sell in future will be withdrawn from the market. The next come to the product life cycle. So the product life cycle will be divided into the 5 stages. It is like a human beings, infant, baby, then it will come to the minor, then come to the major, then come to the adolescent, then again come to the old. Likewise, the product will be, the stages will be there. So first is the introduction stage. This is an infant stage where a new product is introduced in the market. This stage require huge investment, heavy advertisement, and heavy sales promotion is needed. Here, profit may be low. Then the next stage is growth. Product satisfies in this stage. Sales of the product are increased, profits also increase. Here, competitors appears along with substitute products. The next is the maturity stage. Here, keen competition is increases. Sales continue to increase but at a declining stage. Additional expenses are incurred in product modification and improvement. Then the next stage is the saturation stage. Sales are peak and further increases is not possible. The rise and fall of these products depend upon supply and demand. Replacement of product is needed. Then come to the declining stage. It is the last stage. Here sales are declining. Buyers prefer for newer and better products. Product can't stand in the market. Products become out of date. Then the firm drop the product from his product line. Then come to the brand. Brand is also a part of product mix. So what is brand? It is the name, symbol, logo, design to identify the goods or services from its competitors. Then what is branding? It is the process by which a product is branded. So come to the question and answer session on the product mix. Question number 1. Which one of the following is not one of the stages of the product life cycle? Option A, growth. Option B, maturity. Option C, decline. Option D, separation. Here the answer is option D. As there are 5 stages: introduction, growth, maturity, saturation, decline. Separation is not there on the stage. Then question number 2. In which stage product is well established in the market? Well established. Option A, decline. Option B, maturity. Option C, saturation. Option D, introduction. In declining stage, the product will be eliminated. In saturation, the product will be in the peak, it cannot be modified. Then in the introduction stage, the product is infant one. So the answer is the option B, maturity. Then question number 3. Service marketing related with option A, tangible product. Option B, intangible product. Option C, both. Option D, none of the above. So the answer is option B, intangible product. Question number 4. In which stage of product life cycle the company takes decision on the future of the product? Option A, maturity stage. Option B, decline stage. Option C, growth stage. Option D, saturation stage. The answer is option B, decline stage. Then the question number 5. Pricing decision complex at which stage of the product life cycle? Option A, decline stage. Option B, growth stage. Option C, introduction stage. Option D, maturity stage. The answer is option D, maturity stage. In the maturity stage, competition is more. So the fixing of the price is one of the most complex decision taken by the company. Then question number 6. Which of the following is not a factor for strengthening brand image? Is not a factor. A, product quality. Option B, consistency advertising. Option C, distribution intensity. Or option D, none of the above. Here, none of the above. Product quality is also important for increasing the brand image. Consistent advertising is also important. Distribution intensity is also important. So here, none of the above is the answer. Question number 7. Cross-selling means. Option A, cross-country marketing. Option B, selling to employees. Option C, selling other products to existing customer. Option D, none of the above. So the answer is option C, selling other products to existing customers. Question number 8. A cosmetic company selling makeup product is product. Option A, product item. Option B, product mix. Option C, product line. Option D, product depth. The answer is product line. Then question number 9. In the product life cycle maturity stage, the marketing objective is to option A, create product awareness. B, maximize market share. C, reduce expenditure. D, none of the above. So during the maturity stage, so the answer is option B, maximize market share, because there are number of competitors will become in the market. So the main focuses of the company is to maximize his profit. Question number 10. The strategy for launching new product in new market is known as option A, market penetration. Option B, product development. Option C, market development. Option D, diversification. So the answer is diversification. Question number 11. The number of versions offered of each product in the line is known as option A, product line length, option B, product line width, option C, product line depth, option D, none of the above. The answer is option A, product line length. Question number 12. Road blocking advertisement refers to option A, advertising banners by blocking roads, option B, showing details of the product, option C, celebrity advertising, option D, advertising a product on multiple TV channels at the same time. So the answer is option D. Question number 13. Think globally, act locally is true in case of option A, niche marketing, option B, global marketing, option C, traditional marketing, option D, local marketing. Think globally, act locally. So the answer is option D, local marketing. Question number 14. Which of the following is a consumer variables? Option A, behavior of consumer, option B, needs of consumer, option C, number of consumers, option D, all of the above. So the behavior of consumer is also important, need of the consumer is also important, and number of consumer is also important. So the answer is option D, all of the above. Question number 15. Who authored the book Positioning the Battle for the Mind? Option A, Philip Kotler, option B, Theodore Levitt and Gary Armstrong, option C, Joseph McCarthy, option D, Al Rice and Jack Trude. The answer is option D. Question number 16. Selling the Invisible, written by option A, Stanton, option B, Harry Beckwith, option C, Harry James, option D, Seth Godin. So the answer is option B. Move on to the question number 17. How do you distinguish marketing and selling? Option A, they are one and the same. Option B, marketing is a part of selling. Option C, selling is a part of marketing. Option D, no relationship between selling and marketing. So the answer is selling is a part of marketing. Question number 18. Dagmar advertising model proposed by. Define advertising goals for measuring advertising results. Who coined this name? Who proposed? Option A, Russell H. Coley. Option B, Philip Kotler. Option C, James Coley. Option D, Stanton. The answer is option A, Russell H. Coley. Thank you for your patience listening.